Hi, so this is a run through of the kind of slightly simplified version of Back in Black by AC/DC. I've done a video on this before, but this is going to be slightly better quality with a bit more stuff explaining it. So I'll just play through the different bits. This isn't playing through the whole song together. I'm just going to play through the different riffs and then explain how to play all those bits. So we'll start off here. There we go. And so, essentially our first riff, I'll go into clean sound just to demonstrate this. Our first bit is doing the so we start off with an E minor chord. Now essentially you're kind of playing a power chord here, but I still fret it as if it's an E minor chord. And then we do D chord. And then do it's an A chord, but again you're only really playing the power chord version of it. So you're only really playing those three strings. You're only really playing the E, D, and G strings. So you can just play it almost like an E minor, but move the fingers across, or put your first finger across, whatever's most comfortable. And then that little run, the so if we've talked about doing pentatonic, we've done it in A mostly, pentatonic minor. You're basically playing pentatonic minor scale backwards. So if you play E pentatonic minor, it's where we're playing that backwards. And so what you're doing a little pull off of each. So you're not fretting the second note with this hand, it's from the 3rd fret on the high E to open, and then we're doing it again from the 3rd fret on the B to open, and then we go to the 2nd fret on the G string, and we do a little bend, so up and down bend before letting off. And so it's the same thing. So I usually do that with 2 fingers. I use my second finger and then back it up with my first finger because it can be a bit difficult to bend the strings this close to the nut. So we do like so. And that's your first riff. Now the second bit, they're going into the chorus part. You've got a mixture of kind of riff and chords. So what we're doing is we're starting on that A power chord again. And then an E power chord. And then you keep that first finger there on the 2nd fret and put your 3rd finger onto the 4th fret of the D. Then we let go with the first finger. And then back on with the first finger. So that little bit's going. And you do it again. Then we go to the next bit of the chorus. We play a G. Open G chord into an open D chord. And then back to our A power chord. And then we go with our 2nd finger to the 3rd fret of the low E. And we do a bend again. So but we're not doing it up down bend this time. We're not going. We're going and then we finish it on an A power chord. So that little bit of the chorus is going like that, and then the last bit of the chorus where it's going back and back, we just do G 3 times and then D 3 times. So I'll just play through that little chorus bit. So we're going and we go back to that first bit. And do add and the next bit we're going to do, and this is where it goes over where there's the lead bit playing. We'll get onto the lead bit another time. And the rhythm guitar is starting with that E power chord. And then we go up to the 5th fret, still on the A string. And then the 4th fret. And then E again. And then the E chord to the A power chord. And it kind of repeats that again and again, and so it's basically going like so. And there we have it. Now if you've got all that, there's another little riff that we go into at the end, and I'll play that a little bit. So it's going again, I'll break that down. So it's probably the most complicated riff in the whole song. And we start off, you need to put your little finger, and it's very important that you use your little finger for this, to be able to get to all the notes. Your little finger on the 5th fret of the A string, and then your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the A string, and then your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, so we're good. And then you go back to that 4th fret on the A string. And we do that all as pull-offs, those first 3. And that's the really difficult bit to get in this riff, so we go back to the 4th. And then 3rd fret on the low E with your 2nd finger, so. And then 2nd. And we do that open. So then that little bit's just like we've kind of done in the main riff. So it's, the whole thing is going. It does that a couple of times, and then we move the whole thing up. So it's exactly the same riff, but we move up to the next strings. So we're starting on the D string this time. Again, that's on the D string, 5th fret with your little finger, 4th fret with your 3rd finger, 2nd fret with your 1st finger, and then back to that 4th fret with the 3rd finger, and then 3rd fret on the A with your 2nd finger, and 2nd fret on the D, open D, 2nd fret D, 1st fret of the D, and then end with 2 from there. I'll just try and play that one more time, just to give you an idea. I'll do it with a bit of drive because it sounds loads better. So. There we go. And that's all the basic bits in that song. So I hope that's helpful. Have a great day.